because a lot of people don't get to like be the person that they want to be, or let alone the best version of what they want to be. When you were at that stage, what did that look like? Like
it was yuck, man. It was yuck. It was yuck. Yeah. These are deep questions, man. Like, yeah, I think this is why I was so nervous driving here. I think, again, like, I think you brought up the whole, like, you know, with hip hop and R&B in particular, it was very, in the early days, it was very American focused.
Yeah.
So I think I was putting on the accents. You know, I was like trying to like live a life in a magazine, like, and I think I was probably doing some things that I'm probably not proud of now, like in my personal life, and that mum and dad would probably be, you know, upset about if they knew. And then I think that I was just faking it every single day, trying to be something that I wasn't. Yeah. And I think it got to like 26, I think something just clicked, and I was like, nah, you need to start growing up. And then by the time I got to 28, and I'm helping our sister Tegan, who I do the show with Jordan in the morning. I said, when you get to 28, things just click, and I think that's when I was like, nah, I want to be the best version of me now. I want to live my best life. Right. Going through radio, I remember like...
How old are you now?
I'm 37 this month.
Right.
37, old guy now.
That's only 9 years ago, though.
Yeah. And that's when, you know, I proposed to my wife, and I knew what I wanted at that point. But I think every point leading up to that, as like leaving school to 27, 28, I was pretending, if you know what I mean. Like I was like doing radio, because I was on the My Morning Crew at that point too, and I was doing radio to impress other people, or I was creating content, or I was trying to be a guy that, funny that I was the last person to figure this out, but everyone could see through. Like, it was just so disingenuous. You know, just doing dumb pranks, or like delivering content that just wasn't, you know, right for our people. And then at 27, 28, I was just like, nah, I'm going to talk about things that are real to me. I'm going to be vulnerable. I want to just be open and honest. I want to talk the way that I'll talk to you now. I'm going to just change all that. And so far, so good. And I think when you're younger as well, and you're not in a spotlight of any sense, you get sucked into you're not used to negative feedback, and that used to get to me quite a bit, because obviously people, you know, have the means to text in or call in saying, shut up, you idiot. And I used to take that real bad. And then once, because I thought I was trying to impress people, but once I started to just be myself, there's still a whole bunch of people that probably hate my guts. But I'm just
at least you can be comfortable with yourself.
I'm more at peace with myself now, because I know that I'm just being me. And, you know, I hope that there's a group of people that still like me, but you know that you can't impress everybody. And I think once you come to terms with that, it just makes life so much easier and less stressful.
Congratulations, bro, because that's a lot to unpack and resolve.
We've got this saying, and it's stayed with me for ages. If you can't take the bad, don't take the good. So I don't read any texts. I don't read any Facebook messages or Instagram DMs or any negative comments. And I hope there's still love behind those messages, if people are just trying to get a reaction or just trying to, you know, spread love in their own certain way. But I just don't read that sort of stuff, because I really feel like in today's age, especially with how accessible people are now, it can really get to people, and it can really break down their emotions. And that's the last thing people need right now.
It's so interesting that, you know, for a big chunk of your career, you lived your life as a subject to the culture, but then became yourself, your true and, you know, vulnerable self, and that best version of yourself. And then arguably from my observation, because I don't know a lot about your story, but now you're influencing that culture, whereas that culture used to influence you. Yeah.
And I just think, believe it or not, like, I'm so humbled to have the opportunity to be a part of people's lives every morning. And I never want to take that platform for granted. I think, you know, you've been given an opportunity to sit in a seat, be people's alarm clocks, give them a bit of escapism from what their daily issues are. And I just want to make sure that we're using that platform for the greater good, and we are giving back to the people. So then I know that if there's a young Nickson listening who's probably going through that sort of situation that I went through, they're not figuring out too late. and they've got someone that they can relate to every morning. So yeah, that's my drive. As cheesy as it probably sounds, that's my drive.